Welcome to STL Live. I'm Sarah Bernard. We have a special STL Live today. For more than 50 years, the St. Louis Civic Orchestra has played an important role in the St. Louis metro arts community through music. Joining me today are Principal Harpist Sophie Thorpe and Violinist and co-concertmaster Anna Zhong from the St. Louis Civic Orchestra, but really also from the St. Louis Symphony Youth Orchestra. Those are your titles. You're going to talk about your upcoming concert that you have this Sunday with the St. Louis Civic Orchestra. Okay, so lots of music going on here, and we're going to have an opportunity to hear you guys perform as well. So you're both in high school. Sophie, you are a senior from Columbia, Missouri.
Yes.
And Anna, you are in Ladue High School, a junior. Is that right? So when you play the harp, and we talked about you being the principal harpist for the St. Louis Symphony Youth Orchestra, and you participated in this competition with the St. Louis Civic Orchestra as one of the winners this year. The two of you are the two winners, and you'll be performing this Sunday. Okay, so Sophie, when did you start playing the harp?
I was, I think, in 5th grade, so I've been playing for about 7 years now.
Okay, and did you play another instrument prior?
Before, I started on the piano, and then I switched to the harp.
So what was the biggest surprise to you when you switched from piano to harp?
Well, you get a lot of blisters on your fingers, so I wasn't used to building up calluses, and also there are pedals on the harp, so that was kind of a surprise to me.
Yeah, that is a surprise. But did you find a lot of similarities as well?
Yeah, the music is all the same, and then once you start looking at the octaves, it lines up a lot. So.
Yeah, so your piano background really helped you out.
Yeah, and I could read music and everything, so that was really nice.
So since 5th grade, though, it's been all harp all the way.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, and you've got that huge harp, which we'll see in just a few minutes,
Yes.
that you have the pleasure to carry around with you. And then there's Anna with her little tiny violin in comparison. That makes a big sound, and we're going to hear that as well. So when did you start playing violin?
I started in kindergarten, actually, so it's been a good, 11 years that I've been going through with violin.
And was that your first instrument as well?
No, I started with piano as well.
Before kindergarten?
Oh, it was around the same time, maybe
Okay.
6 months apart, probably.
So you were doing 2 instruments for a while?
Yeah.
And now just
violin?
Just violin. Okay, good. So what do you, now both of you have accomplished tremendously in the music world, and you have many performance opportunities, which must be a lot of fun. You're on Highway 70 coming from Columbia all the time.
Yes.
All your music is here in St. Louis mostly?
Yeah, I take my private lessons here, and I'm in the youth orchestra, and sometimes I have gigs here depending on what's going on.
So private performances?
Yes,
okay,
yeah.
So your lessons are here every week as well. My goodness.
Yes.
You really are.
Yeah.
You must have another house here, or if you don't, you'll need one. Wow, that's fantastic. And Anna, what is your favorite place to perform these days?
Favorite place? Probably Powell Hall. When we play as the youth orchestra, it's super exciting to see the audience, especially when they do standing ovations at the end of a concert. It's just really nice.
Oh, that must be so much fun. I'm sure you've made a lot of friends as well. So, and what do you plan to do with your music? You're probably off to college next year. Have you decided on where you're going?
Not yet. I'm trying to decide between 2 colleges right now, but I'm looking to double major in music and something else, probably math. So
yeah, it goes well
exciting.
together, music and math.
Yeah,
Great. And I guess do you want to tell us the 2 you're considering, or you want to keep that a secret?
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to decide between Indiana University and the Jacobs School, and then Northwestern and the Beanon School.
All right, good. So
So
you'll be
yeah.
close.
Yes.
Close
yeah,
by,
Midwest.
relatively close by.
Yeah.
Very good. And what about you, Anna? What are your plans for music in the future?
I also want to double major in music and probably business. I'm not too sure about what I want to do for academics yet. So yeah.
Yeah, good. So how much time, I'm sure everyone, especially after they hear you perform in a few minutes, are curious as how much time you spend practicing every day, every week. Sophie, what does it look like for you?
About 1.5 to 2 hours, but I'll ramp it up if I'm preparing for something or if I have an unusual load. So,
yeah, and do you find that you can keep your life balanced? Are you able to do other activities, fun things, and get involved with friends? Or are you really spending all your free time on music?
I spend a lot of time doing music, especially since I have to come to St. Louis a lot, but I also have a lot of time for school, so it's just kind of finding the right balance.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do some art also, so it's just kind of trying to balance everything.
Very good. Anna, what about you? What else how much time do you spend practicing?
I aim for school days around 1 to 2 hours, and then on weekends or during breaks I try for 3 to 4 hours. It sometimes works.
That's a lot of time. I'm sure it's like the worst question, but people want to know, because you're dedicated just like an athlete and put a lot of focus and time. So that's fantastic. We have to take a break right now, but the exciting thing is we get to hear you guys play. So let's take a listen to these young, musically talented ladies right now. Welcome back. That was an amazing performance. I'm Sarah Bernard, and joining me now is President of the St. Louis Civic Orchestra, Larry Levin. So you have the privilege of, really because of you, these girls are coming in and performing with the orchestra this weekend.
We're so thrilled. We have this competition every year for young artists, and they audition in December, and we choose typically between 1 and 3 of the auditioners to perform with us based on their amazing musical prowess.
So how many auditioned for the competition this year?
It was probably a dozen, or probably 12 or 15, yeah.
So did you know Sophie and Anna before?
I did not know either of them. Of course, we've had many kids who have performed in the St. Louis Symphony Youth Orchestra, and these two do as well, so that's very exciting.
Yeah, so what a pleasure for you to be such a great influence too and give them the opportunity, these high school kids, every year.
Yeah, a lot of them get the opportunity to perform in a great ensemble like the Youth Orchestra or at Webster University School, but there aren't that many opportunities for talented young musicians to play as a soloist with a full symphony orchestra. And you know, we comprise 60 to 70 musicians, and so for them to be able to have that opportunity is great, and then we reward them as well with a scholarship as part of their victory in the competition.
Nice,
yeah.
That's really nice for college, which is on their horizon as we talk to each of them about. So they're going to be performing this Sunday with the St. Louis Civic Orchestra. Have they been rehearsing already, or is that still coming with the orchestra?
Anna's rehearsed with us, and she and Sophie both will be rehearsing with us before the concert a couple times. So we'll be all set and ready to go. Can
you tell us a little bit about what they'll be performing, and will they be strictly on their own, or are they performing with the full orchestra?
Right, so both are performing with the full orchestra. Anna is playing a movement from the Saint-Saëns violin concerto, and as we heard, it's an amazingly, incredibly difficult piece of music, and she accomplishes it seemingly effortlessly. And then Sophie plays the harp, and I don't know that we've had a harp soloist before.
Yeah.
If we have, it was before my time, and she's playing a piece by Debussy that translates into English as Sacred and Profane Dances. It's a well-known orchestral harp piece, and she does it with aplomb.
Yeah, so how do the orchestra members feel about this event, this competition, and having these young people? It must be really a treat for them.
It's extraordinary. You know, the competition is largely endowed by one of the members of the orchestra. The competition, the Frager competition, is named after a family member of that particular musician who has felt that it's very important to recognize, reward, and acknowledge the contributions of youth to music. And each of these young ladies has attended music camps. In addition to what they do with the youth orchestra, during the summer they're performing with local ensembles, they're performing. Sophie is attending the New York Youth Orchestra this summer, which is by invitation and audition only. She'll be one of 2 harpists nationally performing with this incredible group of musicians from all over the country.
That's amazing. So going back, how many years have you had the youth competition? Do you know?
Oh, no, but decades.
Decades. Mm-hmm. So have any of those, of the winners of the competition ended up as members of the Civic Orchestra as adults? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I know that many have gone on to musical careers. And of course, with these young ladies, they are accomplished, as we heard, both in music and in other endeavors like math and business and other walks of life. Many of our musicians in the orchestra went the path of Sophie and Anna as kids and then chose to go into other professions as adults. But music is such a great preparation for what you do as an adult, whether it's performing, whether it's doing it as an avocation and as an amateur, whether it's learning about competition and how to be the best in your whatever profession you choose.
Right, you never outgrow it, that's for sure. So remind us about the performance this Sunday, all the details.
Sure, so it's Sunday, April 7th at 7 p.m. at Logan College, or Logan University as they call it. It's at their beautiful Purser Hall. If people have been on the campus, they will know this facility. It's absolutely lovely. So not only will you enjoy music, you'll enjoy a great foyer and atrium and a beautiful facility. And to get more details about tickets and opportunities to come to the concert, you can visit stlco.org. We have the program notes on the site. We have a podcast I did with our maestro, Edward Dolbashian, on the site, so there's lots of information in advance, and you can also visit the St. Louis Civic Orchestra's Facebook page too.
Perfect for all the details. Well, what a special treat. And what's next for the St. Louis Civic Orchestra after this weekend?
So we have an outdoor concert we do in May at the outdoor Chesterfield Amphitheater. And if this is a more traditional classical concert, that one is going to be a humdinger. And I mean that literally, because we're performing with the hot jazz group Miss Jubilee and the Humdingers.
Yeah.
So
super fun.
So we'll be doing pieces with them and originally arranged pieces for both of us together.
Perfect.
So we're very excited.
Oh my
about
gosh,
that
so much
too.
fun. Great way to go into summertime. So the St. Louis Civic Orchestra and the Florence Frager Young Artist Competition takes place April 7th at 7 p.m. in Logan University's Purser Hall, located at 1851 Shetler Road. And for more information, visit stlco.org. Thanks again for tuning in. STL TV wants to be your source for events happening in and around the St. Louis area. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, and make sure to visit our website, stltv.net, and download the new STL TV app on your mobile device. I'm Sarah Bernard. Have a great day.